Hello, and thanks for becoming a member at my free membership website. My name is Trevor Harris, and before we get into things and showing you how you could be making money from home, I want to make sure that you are understanding that if you are looking for a get-rich-quick scheme, this at-home money-making opportunity is just not for you. Now, this is what I'm about to show you is a legitimate way to make money online that is fun, really fun. It's definitely easy. It's financially rewarding if you take it serious enough, and it's super easy to do. You're not going to be doing any selling. There's no advertising to buy on from your part. You're not recruiting other people like those MLM things. There's no fees to join. Obviously, like I showed you, my website here is free, and the work that I'm going to be showing you to do in the steps below is super easy to do, and anyone can do it from any country out there. So because you're going to be doing work for an American company, it doesn't matter if you live in Canada, the United Kingdom, or anywhere else in the world for that matter. Okay, and the best part, you could start making money as early as today once you go through my step-by-step training on this website. So here's what you're going to discover on this short orientation video of what you're going to be doing. Now, I'm going to be showing you exactly through the steps below what I do to make a very nice full-time income online, and obviously you can start doing it today as well. I'm going to show you how you're going to be getting paid and the 3 simple steps below, like I mentioned before, to make a serious money as early as today. Now, if you want to do this in your spare time, there's no quotas or anything, so that's fine. You want to do it part-time because you have a full-time job somewhere else and you're just supplementing your income, this will be perfect for you. Or if you want to take it serious and do it full-time like I am, you'll have the ability to be able to do it once you go through my steps and I show you what to do. Now, the last thing I'm going to show you in this video, though, is I'm going to show you a simple way to make money for free. And why am I showing you that? I'm going to make you understand, or allow you to understand why I'm doing this. Okay, and there's a picture of me with one of the processors, people just like you, that I met at a conference, and we become a little bit closer because of the type of work that we're doing, the bond that we created, and that we're just average, ordinary guys showing other people how to, get out of the struggle in the rat race to be able to see another alternative way to be able to make money, just right from your home or your laptop or your mobile device. Now, who is Trevor Harris? Well, that's me. And why should you listen to me? I'm no different than you. I was probably in the same place you are now. I was looking for a way to generate income, make more money than I was currently at my job, and now it's turned into a full-time income. Now, here's an example of the type of income. This is the biggest check I ever received from processing worksheets like I'm about to show you. Now, all my checks aren't this big, obviously, but this is the biggest one that I ever have, and the reason I'm showing it to you is so that you see the potential that you have to be able to make if you see forth to be able to do this job. Okay. Now, the typical check I get is not anywhere near that big, but I have received several $1,000 checks, and it's a very nice income that I generate doing this job. So what are you going to be doing? That's what you're here for, and that's what it's all about. It's really simple. You're going to be working with a database and a link, which in this step, I believe it's step 1, where I show you how to access this database. There's a link inside my site to the National Association of Unclaimed Property Administrators. Okay, and basically all you're going to do, there's also a link to a worksheet. This is the Unclaimed Money Worksheet Processor form that you're going to be printing out and filling in by hand. Okay, the company that we work with or work through doesn't have an online version. Everything needs to be signed, and everything legal process needs to be done because of the procedures that they do. So you're gonna print this off. You're gonna access the National Association of Unclaimed Property Administrators website through the link in my site, and you're gonna complete that form. And it's really simple. You're just putting last names once I show you the database and the videos below, and you're filling out that form. It's really simple. You sign it and you mail it in. Okay, and that's it. And like I said before, it doesn't matter what country you live in. If you're in Canada listening to this or watching this, if you live in the UK or Mexico or Australia or wherever, New Zealand, doesn't matter. Okay, you'll be able to earn money as well, submit and process the unclaimed bank accounts as an agent for this company. Okay, so how will you be getting paid? Now, this is the exciting part. because I just took a little screen capture of one of the National Association of Unclaimed Property Administrators websites. And you see on here the account is $3,190. This is what we're going to help Clyde Smith get his money back. We're the beginning process of that. So all we're going to do is fill out that worksheet that I showed you. And submit that, because Clyde Smith this is his money, $3,190. The problem is he doesn't know where to access it, how to get it, that it is even his money. For whatever reason, he has not claimed it. Okay, so we're going to help the company we're working through identify these people, because there's millions of them. Okay, there's so many of them that they can't process them all themselves, and they need home workers like us to be able to help them. Now, how do we get paid? Well, the average recovery fee that the company that we're working with receives from that $31.90 for providing their service to Clyde Smith, in this case, would be $957. That's the average. Sometimes it's a little bit higher and sometimes a little bit lower, but generally I've found over the last couple of years that it's an average of 30% on any of the ones I process. Okay, so that's nice, $957. Here's the better part. The company that we're working with pays us 75% of that commission to do all the the research and finding these accounts within the database and scouring through all the little ones, because there's a parameter that they're looking for, and it's over $100. So there's tons of $12 ones which we can't process. There's $86 ones we can't. There's majority of them are those, like 95% of them are those. But this one, for instance, is over $100, so we would get 75% of their fee, their recovery fee, of that $957, which on this case, let's say you and I were doing this together, we would get $717.75. Pretty good, right? And you'll see by going through the databases how easy that is to come up with that. Like, you'll be able to process this and do everything in the research and everything for about an hour or two max. So can you imagine making $300, $400, $500, $700 an hour? Well, you will with this job. Okay. Now, again, to reiterate, I don't receive a penny of this. I was hypothetical when I said you and I were doing this together. I don't receive a penny of that $717.75. So if you process this on your own, submit it to the company, they complete all the paperwork, they find Clyde Smith, they do all that part. We're not doing that part. Once they do that, you get paid $717.75. Okay? And I receive these checks every single week for doing a couple hours of work. Okay, this is really simple to do, and like I said, I go into a lot more detail in the steps below this orientation video. Now, this is almost sounding too good to be true, right? And the question I got a lot of times before I built my website was, why am I sharing this with you? Well, there is something that I benefit from, because I don't charge you a fee, so you're not paying me a monthly fee to access this membership site or the databases or anything like that. There's no tricks. The company that we're working with, the Federal Account Recovery, that's FAR for short, they have this promotion going on right now where they're going to give away for first prize. There's a couple other prizes, but once you're qualified and you've been working with this company for a while, they allow you to participate in this company and refer other people to help them find more to be able to generate as much revenue and capital for themselves as possible. So they allow a couple dozen of us to be able to refer other people, and that's why I've built this website. And that's why I'm helping you. So am I a nice guy by doing this for free and showing you how to do it? For sure. But I also have a vested interest, because if you acknowledge them when you're sending in your worksheets that I have referred you, just up in the top right hand corner, and I'll show you in the videos below, just put in Trevor Harris, I'm going to get a point for that, a credit. Okay, and if I accumulate the most credits through the contest for the next few months, I'm going to win a dream vacation. And I appreciate on your half by doing that, letting them know that I referred you in the top right hand corner of the worksheets, just in appreciation for me to show you how to do this for free. Otherwise, you may not have ever heard of this job, an easy way to make money at home processing worksheets. Okay, so that concludes the orientation. Now all you need to do is move on to step number 1, 2, and 3. It's really simple. It's just like I showed you in here, but it's a little bit more detailed so that you don't, you probably have a few more questions on some of the things I just jumped by or briefly touched on. They're covered thoroughly in the steps 1, 2, and 3, and everything that you need, the worksheet access to be able to print it out, and the official form that you need to send in and complete, is in the steps below. The database is where you find them, and how everything works in more detail of what I've covered on this orientation. Again, thank you for becoming a member of my Cashflow Secret and my free membership site. Hopefully you're excited by now to dive right into things and start getting started. And now you're ready to do that after going through this orientation. So move on to step number 1 below this video in the members area. And I wish you all the best. Again, Trevor Harris signing off, and welcome to the team.